All right, David, we're live. It is bingo night here at the Disney Crush. If you haven't played before, we're going to remind you that you'll need a second device like a phone or another browser window or an iPad or tablet of some sort, or you can watch us on the TV on YouTube, and then you can play on the phone you're watching on, or the computer you're watching on. Well, the one you're watching on now, if you put it on the computer, and then you can play on your phone. You should be able to tap as we call things, and it'll make an X on the screen. And then if you make a mistake, you could tap it again and make the X go away. If you're using your mouse, you could click on each box. This is the link to get a bingo card.
What's up, Facebook user?
Post it on our group.
What's up, Judy?
Hi, Judy. I saw that Judy got a card. While you guys are getting cards, we're going to give some people time to join, and we will we have a little ditty to play for you. I love that ending there. All right, let's see if we're almost ready for bingo. She got one card and she couldn't find it. Now I wonder if I can get her the link to her card. I've got your player code, Deirdre. It's HQ2KYY2. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. HQ2KYY2. You've also got another one in here. There's Deirdre, and then there's Deirdre W. So.
Hey, Holly. Hey, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
A lot of Facebook users this time. Because, see, Facebook's so messed up right now.
It is. It's really, it's not giving people permission. I think if you go to the actual Disney Crush Facebook page, not the Friends of, it'll let you in. I think they discovered that on Mickey File last week, that there was something to that, because they were having the same problem where people were coming in as Facebook user. Hey, Karen. You know who's playing tonight? Saint Bob of the Chapek. That's what it says. One of that he has card number 16. So I don't know who that is, but yeah.
No, you're still a Facebook user.
Nope, you're still a Facebook user. The StreamYard thing never works.
Yeah, I know. It's
getting
as bad as Facebook lately. They're all going down.
Facebook and StreamYard are not liking each other. I think Facebook is trying to eliminate the need for StreamYard. So, she knows who it is. Oh, Saint Bob of the Chapek. Is that your husband? Maybe.
Sounds about right.
But yeah. All right, so we can get started. I think we have
could be Kevin Garcelle.
So I thought we had 17 players, but apparently Deirdre is 2 people. So Deirdre, did you find your card? Because you could sign up for a third card. I won't hold it against you. Karen still has your tiki
Oh,
torches.
Karen, that's okay.
I see your lava in the background, Dave.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so
Lori.
we went camping this week. So in the spirit of our camping trip, we decided this week's bingo was going to be Disney Wilderness themed. So all things Wilderness Lodge, Fort Wilderness, things like that. So we are going to play the game. Let me see what we got. All right. Oh, we still got 7. Okay, so we're gonna call the game. Dave, I
Pick a
got
number.
call sequence 1 through 100. So pick anything 1 through 100 just to randomize the call sequence.
11.
Number 11. Okay, this is call sequence 11. We are going to start the game. Call number 1 is Boulder Ridge Cove Pool. The Boulder Ridge Cove Pool. All right, that's one of the pools at Boulder Ridge. Next call. Boats to the Magic Kingdom. One of the benefits of staying at Wilderness Lodge or Fort Wilderness is that they have boat transfers to the Magic Kingdom. When Dominic was little, the boat horns would go off and we'd be in the camper and he'd go, "There goes that boat again." So that's one of my favorite memories of Dominic. He was cute back then. So
Well,
call number 3.
Prices have gotten so crazy that thanks Iger.
Yeah, the prices at Fort Wilderness are kind of kooky. It's more to stay at a campsite, which is basically, if you want to look at one, it's basically just a pad, and that's it. You get a pad and a table. You bring your own bed. You bring your own bathroom for the most part, and it costs more than a room at a moderate at sometimes, but definitely more than a value. So,
Well, that RV looks like it's better than a room at Disney.
yeah,
I bet
definitely.
inside it's nice.
Definitely. So,
Hey, Samantha's here. Jeff, hey, what's up, Jeff?
I'm going to take that down.
Jeff's on a
Call
cruise.
no-
Is he on a cruise?
Yep. Call number
Yeah.
3 is Roaring Fork. I think he's back from his cruise by now.
Okay.
Roaring Fork is call number 3. That's the quick service at Wilderness Lodge. They have those bear claws that Deirdre likes. Apparently they're back. Call number 4, Whispering Canyon Cafe. Whispering Canyon Cafe. We had lunch there last November. Had a good.
Yeah, it was a blast. That's
Yeah.
where we met Tori.
That's where we met Tori Hunt for the first time. Yep, that's true.
Mhm.
Next call. Golf carts. You can rent a golf cart at Fort Wilderness, or you could bring your own golf cart. Laura's idea of camping is when her vacation home doesn't have a dishwasher. Oh, you would have fun in the woods with us, Laura. We have fun.
We have dishwashers. It's called the kids.
Yeah, exactly. Next call. The Mercantile or Mercantile, depending on how you say it. Mercantile. That the Olsons had the Mercantile on Little House on the Prairie.
Did you just go there? You've been
Nellie
you did it
Olson.
quite a few times on the podcast today too. You're
Where I talked about weird, obscure
Old.
stuff.
late, shows way back when.
Oh, yes. I did date myself on this week's
Yes,
podcast. Yeah.
you did.
Mhm.
It's okay.
All right. The Mercantile or Mercantile. That's the store at Wilderness Lodge. Next call. Premium site. A premium site is the one I showed you there. That's a premium slab of tar there. That's that goes upwards of $200 for that premium site.
And that golf cart doesn't come with that.
No,
site.
the golf
That's
cart is
extra.
an extra $75 a day. So you might as well stay at Port Orleans. But if you like camping, you're gonna want a premium site.
But
Next, what?
no,
What?
I was gonna say that's a nice RV though.
That is a
So,
nice
but I
RV, but
digress.
it doesn't come with the site.
No.
Next call. Fishing excursions. You can go on fishing excursions from either one of these resorts. They have the pontoon boats that go out. I did look into, well, the boat rentals I looked into. The fishing excursions, those are different. So I don't have the pricing on those. But I understand it's not that bad because you split it. It's much like the specialty cruises. You can split these fishing excursions, depending on how many people you've got. So it doesn't come out that bad. It is catch and release. They don't
Yes.
they frown on frying fish inside the Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah. They don't like that so much.
They don't want you taking it over to the Chippendale campfire and roasting a fish over the fire.
Along with everybody and their marshmallows.
Right.
But if you have ever wanted to catch a largemouth bass and say
Mhm.
you did it in Florida, because we have some really nice ones here, you probably going to catch some good ones in the lakes there
In that
because
lake. Mhm.
they have some nice ones there.
Cool. All right, next call. Fort Wilderness. Fort Wilderness. Oh, did I change the thing? No, I didn't change the thing. Okay. You still see Fort Wilderness, right? Zooming around at night to Crockett's Tavern on a golf cart is pretty cool. Yeah, it is. That's another word in the game. We're not there yet. All right. Fort Wilderness. Next call. Cornbread. You can get really good cornbread at either the Hoop-de-Doo Review or Whispering Canyon Cafe. They both have good cornbread. Cornbread. Next call. Storybook Dining at Artist Point. Storybook Dining at Artist Point is my mother with the Evil Queen at Storybook Dining.
That's such a cool picture.
It is. Well, it's like she liked it there. All right. Next call. Movies Under the Stars. What? Wait. Let me move the picture, Phils. Movies Under the Stars. You can watch movies at either one of the resorts. They have nights. They have movies every night at Fort Wilderness. I don't know about Wilderness Lodge, but they do have it some nights on the screen. Wilderness Lodge has a dedicated movie screen with a campfire and everything. That's other clues that are coming down. Movies Under the Stars. Fort Wilderness was one of the first resorts to do the movies, and they do them every night. Wagon rides. You can go on a hay ride at Fort Wilderness. Well, you could before COVID. They haven't brought them back yet, but it was like a wagon with hay, and you climbed in. It sounds miserable.
Yeah. Well, depends on what you take with you. If you have some Uncle Dave's water, it might be okay.
That might be okay.
Just saying.
Best cornbread ever. And they give you I think that says recipe. They give you the recipe. Judy's on the road right now. She's on her way to here. She's on the way to us, Dave.
Yeah, she's coming to town.
She's in the Carolinas. She's coming.
Mm-hmm. Getting closer.
Yeah. Let me see.
I think they might be in the hotel room. I think they take a break, so they're probably bedding down right now.
All right. Next. Yellow Line. The Yellow Line is one of the bus routes at Fort Wilderness. There's 3 bus routes at Fort Wilderness. So one of them is the Yellow Line. The yellow one goes around the perimeter. All right. Next call. Bay Lake. Bay Lake is the lake that both Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge are on.
And Judy has confirmed that she is in a hotel room.
Bay Lake. Judy's on her way. Very excited.
Deirdre's going to be on a plane in 11 hours, and she's on her way to
Deirdre's
Orlando.
coming too. Deirdre's coming too. I'm just trying to get a picture of something for you guys. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm coming back. Next call. Kayaks. You can also rent kayaks at Fort Wilderness. Next call. RV. So you'd rather sleep in the RV over the
Yeah,
the tent.
I just like tent. I like to camp, so I think I'd probably like it better there.
Okay.
But I don't like the prices. But
Yeah, the
yeah,
prices are a little
and then you're not in
kooky.
the hotel. You can take the bus. I think they got a pretty good bus system there. So yeah, I would opt for Fort Wilderness, honestly, to get away from the hotels and all that hustle and bustle over there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me, Tony Ann.
All right. Next call. What happened? I lost my spot.
But they've gotten a little out of hand with the prices, so we'll be staying at a
You're gonna stay at State Park this time.
state park a little bit away, maybe 15, 20 minutes away from Disney.
Okay.
But
Next
it's a
call.
lot cheaper.
Yeah, a lot cheaper.
Yeah, but I don't have the bus system. I don't have the boat. There's a lot that they give you for that, I guess. So
The next call was Hoop De Doo musical review. Yes, Glenn Kessler had one night at Fort Wilderness and said never again. But I know that a lot of you have had good times at the Hoop De Doo musical review, myself included. The longest running dinner show, although now that it had a break, I don't know if that counts. It was the longest continuous running show, but it had that 2-year break now, so I don't know what happened to that
if you
statistic.
haven't ever seen it, you might want to give it a try. It's pretty good stuff.
It's a lot of fun. That is at Fort Wilderness, the Hoop-De-Doo musical review. All right. Next call. Canoes. I went with kayaks. Now we got canoes. Rebecca's got to come. Oh, Judy's going to be there Monday night. All right, cool. I'm having trouble. I'm trying to bring a picture over for you guys, and it's not working. Next call. The Outpost. What's wrong, Dave? Did I do something on the screen?
No.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Do we really consider Glenn Kessler as having spent the night there? He got rained on and went to Pop Century, I think.
Yeah, that's you gotta tough them out, man. You gotta tough it out. Say you did it.
All right. Next call. Do we get the Outpost? The Outpost is where you get your bus out to the other parks.
Facts, Dave's. Facts.
Next call. Buttons and Bells Arcade. That is the arcade at Wilderness Lodge. The Buttons and Bells Arcade. All right, let me see if that worked. What I'm trying to get. Nope, it didn't. Great, I'm having a hard time. All right, cancel that. All right, next call. Wilderness Line Steam Railroad. Fun fact about Fort Wilderness. When it first opened, it used to have a train that ran through it. So you didn't have to take the bus around Fort Wilderness. There was a train that went around Fort Wilderness. It was really cool. They don't have it anymore. And it's not Bob Chapek's fault. It's been gone a long time.
You can, there's still remnants of the old track. Every now and then you'll see them. Uh-huh. For the most part, 99% of them are gone, but every now and then you'll see some of the track. They left some in certain places.
All right, let's see. Next call. The Orange Line. The Orange Line is another bus line. It goes through the middle of Fort Wilderness. Who has 2 thumbs and rode that train? Well, it must have been Scott. Who's been going there since he was a little boy. All right. Next call. The Trading Post. The Trading Post is the store. There's 2 of them actually at Fort Wilderness. There's the Meadow Trading Post, which is near the pool, and there's the Settlement Trading Post, which is over across from Trail's End on your way to the boats. All right. The Trading Post. Next call. the internal bus system. We've been talking about that all night. Now, Dave and I are both we are unusual in that we never rented a golf cart at Fort Wilderness. We would stay there and we would actually use the buses. And I didn't have a bad time with the buses. I thought they were fine.
Yeah, I've always had a good experience with the buses there.
So I don't know. We're in the minority because everybody else says, you got to rent a golf cart. And I see that. I mean, I could see that you weren't ready to just jump in your golf cart and go, but it wasn't a big deal. Next call. The Chuck Wagon. The Chuck Wagon sells snacks and s'mores kits next to where they do the campfire with Chip and Dale. They have a Chuck Wagon set up where you could buy things so that you can make s'mores, or you have treats for the movie because the movie comes on after that. And so they have popcorn and drinks and things like that at the Chuck Wagon. Who has bingo?
Okay, help us out, guys. Let us know who has the
Tell
bingo.
me who you are and tell me your card number. Tell me your card number and who you are. So type your name and what card number you have, because we're going to check your card.
Me. Is it Deirdre? Is it?
I don't know. You have to say who you
it's 5, number 5.
Who is it?
Laura Vargas.
Number 5. Okay. Let us look at your bingo. Verify bingo card. We're going to go to, can you all see what? I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull this up. Can you all see me going to number 5?
Deirdre says she has it too.
Okay.
Number 18.
Okay. So let's go to number 5.
Okay. Wants to recount.
Number 5.
Sorry, we can't do that.
Number 5. And we're going to view your card. And Laura does have a bingo. She's got up the middle there. Can you all see that on the screen? Because I'm looking at you can all see that.
Yes,
that's Laura's card. That's Laura's
Mhm.
card. Laura Vargas, not Laura Nothnagel. And then we're going to look at Deirdre's card because Deirdre says she has one too. Deirdre's 18. Okay, view card.
Yes, 18.
Deirdre has it up the side there. Oh, Deirdre almost had
Wow.
a T there.
It's a double.
All right. So Deirdre and Laura both got bingo at the same time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a first, Tony Ann. That's a first.
Yeah, we've
right?
never had that happen before. All right. Well, I guess we'll keep playing. The player from Maricopa County would like you to wait 2 weeks to determine who has bingo. A little political humor from our friend Scott. All right. You guys want to keep playing? It's only 8:23. We can play for full cards now. Yay, Deirdre. All right, let's play for full cards. We'll keep going because I have more fun facts about Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge. Next call. The Territory Lounge. The Territory Lounge is a lounge at Fort Wilderness. It's very nice. I like the Territory Lounge. We're going to play for full cards, so do not clear your cards. The Territory Lounge. It's right there next to, it's between Whispering Canyon Cafe and Artist Point. Next call. Crockett's Tavern. That's where Jeff Apolka likes to take his golf cart at night, to Crockett's Tavern. My story about Crockett's Tavern was Rich wanted an Alabama Slammer because apparently my husband thinks he lives in the 1980s. He loves Alabama Slammers. So he ordered one and they said, sorry, sir, we can't make that. I think there's too many kinds of alcohol in it. I think you can only have 2 different types of alcohol in a drink at Disney. And I think an Alabama Slammer has 3 or 4 types of alcohol.
Yeah, they weren't having any part of that one.
They couldn't make it for him. But apparently he lives in the 80s. I love to say that. Next call. Armadillos. You might see some armadillos if you're staying at Fort Wilderness. Have you ever seen an armadillo at Fort Wilderness, Abe?
No, just.
Oh, you got some
deer.
reverb there. I've seen armadillos. So, all right. Next call. Fireplace. There is a beautiful stone hearth and fireplace in the lobby of the Wilderness Lodge. Is that a picture of the Wilderness? But you can't see the fireplace in this picture. It's actually, this picture was taken like right by the fireplace, I think, which is why you can't see the fireplace in this picture. Well.
I like hanging out at that fireplace.
Yeah, this is a lovely, really nice lobby. This lobby and Animal Kingdom Lodge are beautiful, and you could just live there, and you could try spending the night there. All right, next call. Copper Creek. Copper Creek is the DVC at Wilderness Lodge. One of them. There's Copper Creek and Boulder Ridge. Copper Creek is mostly inside the main building there, and then they have the cabins, which are on the outer. Rebecca Rudin, Andy Hoffman. I got some great family photos at my PhotoPass of the PhotoPass photographer in front of the fireplace. Well, you are family, so. Next call. Walking trails. There's lots of walking trails. There actually used to be a walking trail between Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge, but I think they've closed that. I know you used to be able to ride your bike from one to the other, but I don't think you can anymore. They were doing some construction for a while. They knocked down. Oh, that was one of the things I could have put in here was that barbecue hoedown thing they used to do with Mickey and Friends. They got rid of that pavilion and they knocked down some stuff, and they were going to build a DVC nature nudist colony resort that they put on hold. And so now I think all the walking trails that go between the two are closed, and that DVC project is in limbo. So I'm sure if you listen to the Mickey File podcast, they could tell you a lot more about that nature nudist colony resort. So next call. River Country. Who went to River Country? I think Karen Daves went to River Country. Milo got bingo. He has a full card, or he knows about the nature resort. Please tell me Milo doesn't know about the nature resort. Yes, the backyard barbecue. Mickey's backyard barbecue. That was it. Yes. Yes. Dude, what? Karen, you went to River Country. Didn't you tell me you went to River Country? Is she mad at me? I didn't mean you guys knew about the nudist resort. I meant you knew about DVC. I didn't mean that personally. Judy loved River Country. Samantha's been to River Country. And Scott's been to River Country. Say they've all been to. They all had amoebas swimming up their noses. Yes, I remember you telling me the story. That's all I meant. Hi, Nathan. All right, next call, because we're getting off River Country and the nudist colony. Next call. The Shoe Tree. The Shoe Tree. The Shoe Tree is a little bit of a Disney legend. I've got a picture of it here. If you've never seen the Shoe Tree, there's a tree in the middle of the lake. Kind of when you take the boat between Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge, you'll see this tree, and there's shoes thrown in the tree. Depending on when you go, you'll see various numbers of shoes. Sometimes it's kind of sparse. I think they clean it out from time to time, or they fall. The shoelaces probably break and they fall into the water. But some people say that, like, when a cast member, when it's their last day, they throw the shoes, or I don't know. It's some kind of cast member thing where they throw the shoes into the tree when they're leaving Disney, or when they get a promotion or things like that. So
I wonder how many shoes actually missed and they're on the bottom of that little lake.
Probably a fair share. That would stink if your shoes missed. Oh, well. The DVC nude. It's the nature what was it called? Lakeside Retreat. That's what it was called. It was called Lakeside Retreat. Don't you think that sounds like a nudist colony? I don't know. Maybe it's because I live close to Pasco County and I work in Pasco County. I think it sounds Lakeside Retreat, the DVC resort. I just think it. I don't know. Maybe I have a dirty mind. Okay, next call. This is a kid show. Wilderness Explorers. The Wilderness Explorers are actually our friends, Rachel and Amanda Bond. Reflections, a lakeside resort. What does that sound like to you guys? It either sounds like that, what I was saying, or someplace you go when you need to detox. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to keep the show family friendly. So, exactly. Okay, next call. Picnic tables. If you go to Fort Wilderness, you'll see a lot of picnic tables. No, not me. I'm not. No. Picnic tables. You can have a little picnic lunch at Fort Wilderness. You can get takeout from another one of our calls that I haven't called yet. There's a takeout place at Fort Wilderness where they have fried chicken and ribs that you can get to take out, and you can eat them on the picnic table.
We've done that, huh, Tony?
We haven't gotten that lunch yet that we keep talking about getting, though. Next call. Oh, there it is. P&J Southern Take. This is totally random. They have a meal that Jeff Apoka said was not that great, but it's the best deal on Disney property. You get like 8 pieces of chicken and 2 sides and cornbread. And it's like, I want to say like less than $30. But unfortunately, our friend Jeff tried it and said it wasn't very good. So I don't know. We keep talking about trying it. We need to try it. P&J's Southern Takeout. Yes, Scott. I keep calling you Dave. Scott, I work in Pasco County as a visiting nurse. I go to people's homes, and I can confirm, yes, there are many clothing optional communities in Pasco County, and I have had to go to people's houses in these communities. A week out of high school, Dominic took a temporary job as a garbage truck driver in Pasco County, and he saw things that no 18-year-old boy should have to see. Oh, Jeff said it was nasty. See, I'm really disappointed by that.
No,
that it wasn't good.
Jeff Pellet was not participating in that meal whatsoever.
Jeff has a Thurston Howell palate, you think? I don't think he's a picky guy. Okay. We'll have to see. Next call.
He likes the wings, though.
Oh, okay. We'll get the wings. Tri-Circle D Ranch. The Tri-Circle D Ranch is where all the horses live at Disney. They are at Fort Wilderness. The horses that you see going down Main Street on the trolley in the morning with the Dapper Dans, and they live at Tri-Circle D Ranch at Fort Wilderness. The Headless Horseman's horse, he lives at Tri-Circle D Ranch. So, yeah, Tri-Circle D Ranch. There's also, there's more things I'm going to call. So we'll see if we get to them. There's more stuff at Tri-Circle D Ranch besides just the horses. Next call. S'mores. You can make s'mores at the campfire at Fort Wilderness, and they will gladly sell you the stuff to make s'mores if you don't bring your own. I remember my sister-in-law Veronica marveling at how soft and gushy the Disney marshmallows were compared to the Jet Puff marshmallows we brought from home. I don't know why the Disney marshmallows were special, but they were. They were a different level of soft and gushy. Next call.
Lovey is a marshmallow connoisseur.
Bunnies. You'll see a lot of bunnies at Fort Wilderness for sure. Although Dave said he only saw deer, which I find hard to believe, but I've seen a lot of bunnies. Next call. Comfort stations. Comfort stations are where you go to take a shower if you're staying in a tent. It's where you go to use the restroom if you're staying in a tent.
And they call that glamping.
Comfort stations. There's also ice machines there and laundry facilities at the comfort stations. Next call. Pony rides. Well, that's one of the things they have at Tri-Circle D Ranch. They have pony rides for the younger set. Pony rides. We're going for full card here, people. Next call. The Sturdy Branches Health Club. That is the health club at the Wilderness Lodge. That's where you can go work out at the Wilderness Lodge. The Sturdy Branches. Next call. The campground. Duh. Fort Wilderness is a campground.
No, it is not.
Yes.
It's a resort.
Resort and campground. All right. Next call. Tent site. I keep showing you the tent site. That's these are the tents that you can actually rent from Disney. Although I don't think these are the tents they rent anymore. I've seen new pictures where they're more the new kind of tent.
Yeah, and that's definitely not the one Glenn had.
No. So tent site. Tent sites are a little bit cheaper. They're still more than when Rich and I first started going, when we were first together, you could get a tent site for like $27 a night, and we could put a pop-up on that when we were, but yeah, now they're around 70, 75. And but little known fact is you could put 10 people on one of those sites. So that's a good way to, when they did like when they did the 90-day fast passes, people would buy the tent sites for their family of 10, and then they'd stay in an Airbnb off-site, and they'd get their fast passes 30 days before the other off-site people, which, as somebody who used to need a tent site, I would hate, because they would take up the tent site and I couldn't get one. So I did not call tennis courts. No, I did not call tennis courts. No, I did not. All right, next call. Campfire sing-along. Campfire sing-along with Chip and Dale. Campfire sing-along. Yeah, I've heard some people reserve Fort Wilderness so they get 10 people in their Moonlight Magic as well. Next call. Alligators. You might see alligators at Fort Wilderness or Wilderness Lodge or any other Disney resort or any Disney park. Alligators. If there's water and you're in Florida, there might be alligators. Next call.
A quick story.
Yeah.
A quick story. Mm-hmm. When I was hunting one time, we go in, it was in the morning, so it's dark going in. You got a flashlight, and I was going through some little bitty puddles, maybe 5 to 10 feet wide, maybe a foot deep, but I have, water boots on. And go to my tree, and I climb up in my tree, and it gets light, and I'm kind of looking around. It's about an hour now, light for about an hour, and I'm looking around, and I just kind of happened to look down at the little puddle underneath my tree that butted up right next to my tree, and there was like a 6-foot alligator in it. And I'm thinking, I must have walked right by that thing and didn't see it.
Wow.
That was a little unnerving.
Yeah. She was excited about the sing-along until she heard there were alligators. Next call. Wilderness Back Trail Adventure. The Wilderness Back Trail Adventure is the Segway tour. And when I was trying to come on, I was trying to find a picture that Rachel and Amanda sent me of them on the back trail adventure. It's the Segway tour at Fort Wilderness. They had a whole lot of fun, and I still want Dave to do it with some of the dudes of the Crush. I think you guys should do that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think it'd be funny. See, I don't want you to have fun. I want it for comedic effect. See, I can
see where you're going here.
All right, next call. Davy Crockett's Wilderness Arcade. That's one of the arcades at Fort Wilderness. We already had
the Wild Frontier.
Davy Crockett. The other one, I think, is Daniel Boone. There's 2 arcades at Fort Wilderness. One at the pool and one at the settlement. Why does Scott have a blank comment? Next call. The electrical water pageant. You can see the electrical water pageant from both Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge. Heidi wants to do the Segway tour. You could go with Dave. Heidi wants to go with you when you do the Segway.
Let's do it.
All right, cool. Next call. The settlement. The settlement is over where Pioneer Hall is, and the boats. The settlement. Oh my goodness, we're going to have a whole group of people going on this Segway tour.
I think we should do it. I think we should book it right.
Why would it be funny? It would be freaking hysterical. Next call. Oh no, everybody's going on the Segway tour. Next call. Copper Creek Springs Pool. That's the main pool at Wilderness Lodge, I believe. The Copper Creek Springs Pool, which actually feeds the geyser. Oh, Rebecca is in, even though she knows she'll be terrible. See, I'm not in. The guys we have the ladies of the Crush. The ladies of the Crush. We want to go to the next Halloween party dressed like pink ladies from Grease. All right, next call. Timberline Drive. Wilderness Lodge is on Timberline Drive. If you didn't know that, that's the mailing address of the Wilderness Lodge. Next call. Trails End. Trails End is the all-you-can-eat restaurant at Fort Wilderness. Did they go back to buffet, or are they still doing that family style thing? Ladies of the Crush have their own things. We don't. Why not? You guys can. I'm not going to organize the dudes of the Crush. Dave needs to do that. I have my own ladies. I sent my ladies my picture of the dress that Torianne is going to wear to Dapper Day last night. Torianne sent it to me. She found her dress. I actually I wonder if I still have it. Here it is. I could share it with all of you. But some of the ladies of the Crush saw it last night. This is Torianne, not me. Torianne sent this to me and asked me if she could wear this to Dapper Day. There it is. So, yeah. I told her I thought it was a bit much. It has feathers and sequins. If it was just feathers or just sequins, maybe, but I think feathers and sequins together are a bit much. What do you think, Dave?
No, it's a little understated.
It doesn't look very dapper. I told Torianne no. I told her I didn't think it would be a good idea.
Laura, if you're talking about the Segway tour, is that what she's talking about? Rachel Miller and Amanda Bond went on it, and they had a blast.
Yeah, they did a
actually
review.
Came on the show and talked about it.
I'll find you the episode, and you could hear their review of it, or you could just reach out to them. Next call. Campfire. You can make a campfire. Torianne Kardashian.
Trails End, she's talking about.
Oh, Trails End. Yeah, I've had good meals at Trails End, but I don't know if they went back to the buffet yet because they were doing family style. So I'm not sure. Trails End used to have the same food as Hoop-Dee-Doo Review, technically, but and more, but because they share a kitchen. The Campfire. Next call. The Fort Wilderness Archery Experience. That is another enchanting extra that you could book through Disney. It's an archery class that they do at Fort Wilderness. Next call. Deer. Dave said that's the only animal he's ever seen at Fort Wilderness. I find that hard to believe. Deer. But you do see a lot of them, especially if you're driving around at night.
No, carriage rides have not been called.
Nope, they have not been called. Next call. Stables. We talked about the stables. That's where the horses are. Is that your neighbors, Dave? I hear your neighbors, I think.
Yeah, we got some neighbors really close to our RV, and it's they're having a good time. So
we had we were doing some of that ourselves the other night, so I can't entirely.
No, I can't
fault
them.
They're
having a good time.
They're on vacation.
They're out there with the mosquitoes, so.
Oh yeah, those mosquitoes were horrible.
Yeah, as long as you have a fire going, that smoke keeps them away a little bit. But
yeah. Next call. Tennis courts, Scott. There's tennis courts. Judy got a regular bingo. Too late for a regular bingo, Judy. Tennis courts, Scott. Does that mean you have a full card or just a bingo? Dave says he didn't see armadillos.
I've seen armadillos and rabbits and stuff, but a lot of deer. But yeah, I've seen all kind of stuff there.
He's attuned to deer.
I've also seen coyotes and mountain lions, bears.
At Fort Wilderness, you've seen bears?
Yeah.
Oh, tennis courts was your first X on the board now at 59? Are you serious? Okay, next call. Strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake. That's the famous dessert at the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review. They even sing a song about it. That's how much they love it at Hoop-Dee-Doo Review. Strawberry shortcake. Next call. We should be having a full card soon because we didn't have that many words in this game. Strawberry shortcake. Next call. Fried chicken. That's the other thing you have at at Hoop-Dee-Doo Review is fried chicken.
Oh, you can eat.
And hopefully it looks better than this. that was my beef with the Hoop-Dee-Doo review. They brought us, for the two of us, they brought us a whole fried chicken, like they brought us 8 pieces, and they brought us like a whole rack of ribs. And there was no way the two of us were going to eat that. And I wish they had just brought us like 2 ribs, or maybe 4 ribs, and a couple pieces of chicken. I thought it was very wasteful.
Well, I don't think it's wasteful. I think what they're doing is they're using the leftovers for that meal. That's what they're doing. That's probably why Jeff doesn't like it so much.
Oh, for the takeaway meal that Jeff didn't like.
I think they use the leftovers and just throw it in. I mean, how much you want to bet they do it?
That's possible. I was kicking myself because I always have Ziploc bags, and I didn't have Ziploc bags that night. So, yep.
Samantha's got 5 left.
Because they lower the lights for the show a little bit. Nobody would have seen me put it in my
closing time at KFC. Yeah.
Next call. Cabin. We stayed in a cabin with my mom once at Fort Wilderness. It was really nice. The thing I was really surprised about the cabins now. Back when we stayed there was a Murphy bed, but now there's a pull-out couch, and it's really strange because all the other resorts at Disney, as they remodeled, they're going to Murphy beds. And right before they started putting Murphy beds in every place, they remodeled the Fort Wilderness cabins, and they pull in a pull-out couch. So it just made no sense. The Murphy bed used to be where the TV is now in this picture. That used to be a Murphy bed, that hole. And then the TV would be on like a little table. Right. We see the dishwasher and the couch. There was a TV stand there, and that's where the TV was. So I don't know what made them do that. They went backwards because all the other resorts now have Murphy beds. And that one has an uncomfortable pull-out couch. So whatever, cabins. Next call. Geyser Point. We love Geyser Point. Have you been yet, Dave?
I have not been to Geyser Point yet.
Okay, you're going to be in Orlando for a week next week. You really have no plans. You need to go to Geyser Point, and you need to share the bison burger with your wife.
Okay.
Will you accept this assignment?
I accept. You've been really planning a lot of stuff for me. I feel like
it's okay. It's okay.
You're going to do this. You're going to go here, and you're going to do this. You totally on the podcast.
You can even go, even if Veronica has to work, you can go after work to Geyser Point. You can,
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to do that.
Well, Rebecca is she's a fan of Geyser Point.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna try it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that on my list of things to do. New things that we have to do. That Dave has to do.
I also want them to go to Sanaa.
Oh, she wants me to go to Animal Kingdom at night. She wants me to go to Sanaa. She wants me to go to Geyser Point.
You don't have to go to. You need to go to Animal Kingdom while it's still light out, so you can see the other decorations, and then maybe go to that. Maybe go around 3 or 4.
I have no problem with that at all.
Okay.
I'm
good.
All about going to Animal Kingdom.
No, I did not call the bike barn. No, I did not call that yet. All right. Next call. Totem poles. Wilderness Lodge has some really neat totem poles. I was pulling pictures over before, and I missed the totem poles. There's no totem poles in this picture.
I'm starting to feel like Kurt, and you're making my itinerary for me.
There are a few totem poles, including the one with the Austin children take a picture next to every trip, and then you see them growing. They're growing this way, and then they're growing in number. Geyser Point is Jeff's favorite spot. Now you really have to go, Dave.
I know. Now it's put the pressure on me. The pressure is on.
Next call. The lawnmower tree. Who remembers the lawnmower tree? I remember that from when I was young. The lawnmower tree is a tree at Fort Wilderness. You could barely see the lawnmower anymore. Too long did Billy Bowlegs park his real slow mower. Alas, one warm and sunny day, aside a real fast grower. And there was a lawn. You could barely see it now. The tree grew around the lawnmower. I don't really know how that happened, but it did. But when I was younger, you could see more of the lawnmower. Now you could barely see the lawnmower. The tree has grown pretty much around it. So
yes, Samantha, I'm sure you make a good itinerary for
all Mr. right. Kurt. Next call. The specialty fireworks cruise. You can take the cruise like Dave and I did with Scott and Karen and Uncle Carlo. You could take that cruise we took it from the Contemporary, but you can also take it from Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge if you're staying there. They actually give you a choice of where you want to leave from. You can leave from any of the resorts along Bay Lake or the Seven Seas Lagoon. I know Mandy took hers from Grand Floridian because she was planning to have dinner at the Grand Floridian Cafe that night, and then she changed her plans, but because she does that. But you could take it from the Poly, you could take it from Grand Floridian, Contemporary, the Specialty Fireworks Cruise.
Hey, and we saw the shoe tree when we took that cruise, remember?
Yes, we did see the shoe tree when we took that cruise. Yep. Which we already called. All right, next call. Discovery Island. Discovery Island, you can kind of see it in this picture of the shoe tree. No, you can't see it. Discovery Island is that island in the middle when you're on your way between Fort Wilderness and Wilderness Lodge. Used to be an attraction. They used to pay money to go to Discovery Island and see animals. There were birds and other animals you could see at Discovery Island. And when Scott's been there a lot, when they built Animal Kingdom, they didn't see any sense for Discovery Island anymore. They moved all the animals, the peacocks and the birds over to Animal Kingdom. Actually, the peacocks used to be at Fort Wilderness. I should have made that a clue. There used to be a lot of peacocks at Fort Wilderness, and when I was younger, and then they moved them to Animal Kingdom. Next call, Wilderness Lodge. Well, Wilderness Lodge. We've been talking about it all night. Just like it's designed after the great lodges of the Pacific Northwest. Wilderness Lodge. They reused the name too. Yep, because now Discovery Island is part of Animal Kingdom. Yep. Next call. The Bike Barn. Who needed the Bike Barn? Somebody was waiting for me to call the Bike Barn. Somebody was waiting for me to call the Bike Barn. The Bike Barn is where you can rent your bikes, your fishing poles. It's where you meet for your back trail adventure. You could rent canoes and kayaks at the Bike Barn. Somebody, okay, who's me? I need your
tell
name.
Us who you are, Facebook user. Give us your name.
I need your name and your card number. Is that a full card?
Heidi's one away now.
Is me at a full card? Bike Barn person.
It's Laura.
Again, Laura Vargas?
Laura Vargas.
She already won. You were card number 5, Laura, if I remember correctly. Oh my God.
Not a full card.
It's not a full card?
No, not a full card yet.
She was just waiting for Bike Barn. Okay. And Heidi's one away. Okay. All right. Next call.
This is getting tense. This is getting close.
Next call. Let's see what Heidi's got. The Purple Line. The Purple Line is the other bus route that goes around the perimeter. You got the yellow and the purple and the orange down the middle. The Purple Line.
She's just waiting for her shot.
Okay. Next call. Chippendale. Chippendale do the campfire sing-along every night at Fort Wilderness. The time for the campfire sing-along changes with the sunset, time change and everything. So if you want to go, you need to check the schedule for that day. Okay, Heidi's got it. Heidi, what is your card number? Let me know your card number, Heidi, and we will check your card.
Auntie Judy said there used to be some big turtles too over there at the.
Do we have a card number yet, Heidi?
Number 2.
Okay, let's check card number 2. Can you all see that? I'm going, and we're going to view the card. There's Heidi's card all filled out.
Yay!
Heidi won! Yay! All right, guys, and that is bingo, Wilderness Bingo for Disney Crush November. We just got it in under the line. That's our November bingo. Next month we will do Christmas bingo, I'm sure. Congratulations to our winners, Deirdre and Laura and Heidi. And we will see you guys next month. We just recorded our podcast today. It was a short one. I know you guys were upset that last week's was short, but this one was short. It's just been a lot camping and getting back to work yesterday. But and then I had technical difficulties last night. My Wi-Fi went out, so we are we will get that podcast out to you tomorrow, right, Dave?
Yes, it will be out hopefully if everything goes okay. And yeah, we had a good time on the podcast today.
Yeah, we did. We did.
So
but I hope
look forward
everybody
to
else
that.
has a good time.
Yeah.
All right,
We
guys.
just sent out a Patreon too.
Oh, yes, we did. Yep.
Did that today too. So, yep. So we look forward to that. Thanks you guys for coming. And just want to say this is Thanksgiving and want everyone to know how thankful we are for you guys to be
Absolutely
our friends and our weird internet friends and just all the times we have in the parks. So thank you so much, guys. We do appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
We love you guys.
We love you. Absolutely. And we will see you in 2 weeks. I don't know where we'll be. I don't know what we'll talk about, but we'll see you in 2 weeks. And you will see Scott and Karen next week at this time. And I will see some of you at Disney this weekend, including you, David, hopefully, maybe.
Maybe. I haven't committed, but maybe.
Maybe I'll see you in April, Dave.
I haven't committed to that one either, but I'm thinking about it.
Okay,
It's a hard maybe.
Yeah. Right. All right.
Okay.
I have your
All right,
orange.
guys.
I have your orange jacket picked out. I'll see you guys soon, guys. Have a good night.
See you guys.
Bye.